back of my head. Mind your own business, okay? I can't see back there. It's nobody's business what's going on behind me, okay? Okay, well, my coffee is brewing this morning. Oh, good morning. Hello. How are you, party people? That's a much better introduction. But what I really need to talk about is that I got these mini heart marshmallows at Target, and I'm throwing one in my coffee this morning. It's gonna be a vibe. Okay, party people, it is time to get down to business. And what business might we be attending to? You couldn't tell? It's Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. I always have. I even, like, when it was not a romantic holiday for me, my mom always got me a Valentine's Day gift, and you got to give out gifts in class and you get notes from your friends, and I just always loved it, and I love the hearts and everything. So I'm very excited about Valentine's Day, and February has started, so that means officially I get to be as delusional about it as I want. So prepare yourself. And the best ways to get into the Valentine's Day spirit are watching rom-coms, reading romance novels, and baking delicious heart-shaped goodies. Maybe not all heart-shaped, because I actually am just going to make cookies today, but I should make some heart-shaped goodies. But that is the vibe today. I'm gonna sit down and show you the romances I'm planning to read this week. It's kind of like a Valentine's Day readathon for me, to start getting into the spirit. But I have a few books picked out, and I did start one last night. I wasn't supposed to start them until I started the vlog, but it was just speaking to me, and I have some thoughts on it. But let's take a peek at the shelf and see what we're reading today. Okay, it's time to discuss the books I will be reading this week, hopefully, as long as we stay on schedule, stay on the docket. First off, the book I started last night, Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I'm already kind of obsessed. Like, this is a problem, and I'm so sorry that I already started it. At first, I was a little afraid of it because, oh my gosh, I read way more than I thought I did. Okay, I was a little worried because it's like a 400-page book, but the writing size is a good size, and it has notes and texts and emails, so keep that in mind, like, and it's just beautifully written, so it's flying for me. But I will talk maybe a little bit later when I'm fully halfway. I think I'm like maybe 30, 40 pages off halfway. So I'll talk about it again later, but that is the first one we started. Next is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. If you watch my tier ranking video, I don't shut up about Better Than the Movies. I'm a big fan of that one. I also read Mr. Wrong Number like a week ago. Wasn't super thrilled by that one. So I'm hoping this one is great. Oh my gosh, but it's literally about Valentine's Day. I mean, I just thought it looked cute and it was a romance, but she, after living through a dumpster fire of a Valentine's Day, Emily Hornby escapes to her grandma's house for some much needed girl talk and companionship. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it is like directly Valentine's Day related, so that one's gonna be great to read. So I'm about to start making the M&M cookies. I got all the ingredients out, but I did want to give you an update while I got started on Love in Other Words. Love in Other Words is so good so far. So I'm a little over halfway, and it is just so sweet. Like, I right now wish I was an annotator. Like, I wish I was that kind of person. Maybe I'll develop that skill, but some of those lines I was like, I literally need to mark this book up and like highlight everything. Ugh, it just makes me wish like I just wish I had that kind of relationship when I was in high school, right? Isn't that like how you feel reading it? Is like, I wish I was her. Anywho, I honestly might finish it today because it is just like I just can't stop reading, and I need to know how things are gonna go for them. But that's a little bit of an update, a bit of a synopsis if you have not read it. It is about Macy and Elliot, who are like best friends growing up, and she is dealing with like grief and in her life, and he is just like, you know, a rock for her. I don't want to give much away because I think you can go into it without knowing a ton about it and be like really enjoy it. I think if you like Friends to Lovers and if you like Second Chance, it kind of has those elements in it. I really like the characters. I like would be their friends in real life. I feel like they're well written. I feel like they're real people, and I want everything to work out. So I'm probably going to finish it today because it is just like, I just can't stop reading it. I can't stop thinking about it. Ugh, it's beautiful. Honestly, I kind of knew that's what it was gonna be. I just had a bad feeling that it was gonna be something like that. I just feel like there's some foreshadowing to that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hate this part. Forgot to update you last night. Didn't really give you an update after the afternoon. Cookies turned out fine. I don't think they're magical special cookies, but they taste like sugar, so I'm enjoying them. I finished Love in Other Words, and I think maybe at the end of the video I'll talk more in depth about like kind of review style about each book. I started The Valentine Inn by Jennifer Peel. It's a Kindle Unlimited book, and I'm about 50% of the way through that guy. So I think I'm gonna spend my day reading that one and some more of The Do-Over. It has quite a few tropes that I don't usually read / like, so when I review it, you'll have to take it with a grain of salt if you like those tropes. Here is the update. I officially finished The Valentine Inn this morning, and overall, I thought it was cute. I think it's cutesy. I think you could pick it up for Valentine's Day, read it in like a day. It's enjoyable. I mean, I might have even teared up at some parts, but I don't think it was like top tier material. So right now we are like 2 chapters. I mean, like, you literally can't even tell. I'm like 2 chapters into The Do-Over. Valentine's vlog update. We are headed to do my favorite activities, which is shop for things I don't need and go to Trader Joe's and also buy snacks I don't need. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. How are you feeling, babe?
Fantastic, can't wait.
Yeah. We got coffee and I made a delicious looking little smoothie. We'll see how it tastes though. I think that's all I have right now. I don't know what to say. Reading update. I think I've already said I finished the first 2 books, and I'm 80 pages from being done with The Do-Over, and I really like it, and no one can come for me for liking that because it is kind of cheesy, but gosh, that's bad. Anywho, really liking that one, so I'll defo finish it today. Also, we've been watching Love Island, so sorry about saying defo. Okay, talk to you soon. Alright, coming to you live with a taste test, because I know you're dying to know what the Trader Joe's Crunchy Curls taste like. So here we go. Darcy's here as well, just to provide support and look good. Right? Oh, and Bark. Okay, so Darcy would like his own curl, but it's not the time for that. Okay. As you can see, they're curled. Darcy, can you? They're curled. Not a ton of flavor. Both crunchy and curly, so I mean they are marketing it correctly. It does have a bit of that lentil flavor because they're lentil and potatoes. I don't hate them, but I don't think they're miraculous either. But I think they're good if like you want a potato chip, but you don't have potato chips. Or you're trying to be healthier, maybe they're healthier. Anyways, yeah, more protein or fiber, I'm sure. So, cheers to the Crunchy Curls. It's finally time for me to finish the do-over. I have about 70 pages left and a full coffee. So I think that's a recipe for success. And then I will finally be ready to give you all my final thoughts on all the books. I love a bit of groveling, you know?
Yeah, no, you do.
It's too much. It's really giving Darcy explaining himself, you know?
Right. Those sorts of vibes, Darcy.
Ooh, you know, it's good. Oh, that was good. That was very good.
Oh, good.
Now I'm in a book hangover and a real hangover together. Good morning, everybody, or afternoon. I suppose it is the afternoon. My husband just glared at me saying it was the morning. I am going to arrange our flowers in some new vases that we got today. And then I'm gonna make some Valentine's Day cinnamon rolls. They're gonna be special. So, I'm gonna do that. And then I wanna talk about all the books I've read this week. Okay, and number 3 done. They're all perfect. Now we gotta go place them around the house and then work on the cinnamon rolls. Here they are in all their glory. Kind of heart looking things, but we will cook them, coat them nicely, and then I feel like they're gonna look like 10 out of 10s. Ladies, gentlemen, here we go. Brought up the You Are Special Today plate just to plate these bad boys. Let me know. Oh wait, I know you saw it in the corner. If you know, you know. But let me know if your family had a Your Special Today plate. My husband's family and mine both did. But for my family, it was a very big deal to get Your Special Today plate. For his family, it was like, yeah, I'd rather not have that plate, which I find bizarre. Something to unpack, right? But there they are. I mean, could they look better? Yeah. Could they look worse? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm thrilled. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, gonna have one of these, and then I'm gonna plan next week because that is self-care. Boom. All right, I come to you mostly ready for the day, and time to talk to you about reads from this week. Oh, I do that downstairs, crap. I love you. All right, I come to you mostly ready for the day and especially ready to talk about my reads from this week. You'll notice that Better Than Fiction is not here. I will probably read that sometime soon, but I just couldn't do another romance right now. Oh, it hurts to say, but I just needed to change the vibes. So I only read these two, and then I read the one Kindle Unlimited, the Valentine Inn. So those are the three I read. I'm going to go from the first one I finished to the last and give you a rating and my general feelings about each book. I'm crazy, okay. All right, number one, Love in Other Words. I sat with this one for a while to like really nail down what my rating was. I think that's why I didn't give it as soon as I finished, and then I decided to just do the same with the rest. But this one is Macy and Elliot. It is friends to lovers and second chance romance, and I really liked this one. It is longer, and so at first I was kind of scared, but I flew through this in like 2 days. It's so sweet. Elliot is a girl's dream, but I think for me it's a 4.5. And I don't want to, like, I don't say that like that's a bad thing. That's like a great rating. I just don't know if it was like a full 5-star from me. It's a little sad. I don't know what's missing. There were a few lines that didn't sit well with me, like when talking about the other girl he had been dating. Like, I just felt like it wasn't girls supporting girls. I don't know. I mean, I loved it. I really did. But it's a 4.5. I just feel in my heart. I feel in my soul. But you should read it. You should absolutely read it. And I think it's, like, one of the best books by Christina Lauren I've ever read. So, like, I say 4.5, but I don't say that in a negative way. I say that with a big 4.5. She's worth the read. More than worth it. Yes, I liked it. I liked how books were involved. I like how they talked to each other about their favorite words and how like that stayed true until they were older. Like, I really liked it. It's good. It's really good. And sometimes I sit with a book and then go back to it later and realize it was a higher rating than I gave it. Do you guys do that, or do you do the opposite? Because I feel like I finish a book, I rate it lower, and then I go back to it later and I'm like, ooh, that's actually a 5. Do you guys do that? Need to know. Anyways, the second book I finished. Well, that's just rude. Darcy, touch. Hey, touch over here. Come on. Be polite or I'll close the window. Okay, the second book was on my Kindle, so I'll pop in a picture of it, but it's The Valentine Inn. And this one was kind of a boss romance, not really workplace, celebrity romance. And there is, I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a baby in it. Okay. Okay. The next book I do not have on hand because I read it on Kindle Unlimited, but I'll pop in a picture of it. Okay, the second book I finished this week was The Valentine Inn. I read this on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't have it physically, but I'll pop a picture in here for you. This one is about a girl who... I almost liked that take. I almost liked it. Okay. The next book I read this week was The Valentine Inn. I read it on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't have it physically to show you, but I'll pop a picture in right here for you to see. This one has the boss trope, celebrity trope, and baby trope. off the bat, boss trope is okay, but I'm not a huge fan, and I'm really not a big fan of celebrity and baby trope. They're just not my first choice. It's not going to make me not read something, but you know, I'd probably pick up something else instead before I would pick up something with those tropes. With that in mind though, I thought the book was pretty decent. The author is Jennifer Peel, and I really like her. I've read another holiday romance by her, so I think she's a good author, but I just felt like our male lead did not carry. Like, he did not give what needed to be gave in this story. I found him kind of lackluster. I didn't totally understand why she was with him, and he, like, him dragging his feet didn't make a ton of sense to me. That's just how I feel about him. However, the side characters were great. I thought the kid was great. The old man who owned the inn was wonderful, and he kept it like open in memory of his wife who passed away, who he loved so much, and how he like talked about the magic of the inn and the magic of his wife. I just thought that part was so sweet. So for me, it's a 3.25. I was definitely balancing between like a 3 and a 3.5. So I have to have that quarter star, okay? That's just how it works for me. But it was really enjoyable. It was quick. It's just like not my favorite tropes, and that's just how I feel about it. But I will be picking up the next one. I think it's her sister's story, but it's a Christmas one, I'm pretty sure. I'll look into that. So I'll probably pick that up next Christmas, but definitely, like, if you like those tropes, I think you'd enjoy that one. And last but certainly not least, The Do-Over. I gotta be real with y'all. I gotta call it like it is. It's a 5 from me. It's a 5-star. Do not come for me. I know it's a little cheesy. I know it's very rom-com-y, but that's what I wanted to read. Like, it's very of the season. I think she does it so well without it being like cringy, at least for me. And you already know I'm a Lynn Painter stan, so like this isn't a huge surprise, but this book, she really did it. I feel like I already gave you kind of a synopsis of it, and I feel like you can go in knowing that. I think she does a really good job writing high school romance, and it's still being like relatable or readable in your 20s. So I definitely wouldn't say that should turn you off of this one. Especially if you still like to watch those like cheesy high school movies that you watched when you're younger. So it's just that good. Personally, I like squealed this morning when I finished, and I put it off for a day because I like didn't want to finish it, but so cute, so fun. I can't wait till this one is made into a movie. Mark my words, it is going to be made into a movie because it's got everything you need for that. Thank you guys for spending the week with me and watching my vlog. I know it's a little different. I'm so happy I got to share what I was reading, but also share little pieces of my life and have little treats with you that are holiday themed. I felt like it was super fun. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day and show the people in your life how much you love them, because that's what it's all about. And if not, you know, make sure you drink some wine and have some chocolate for me instead. See you guys in the next one.